Let's bring in our panel, shall we? We have Democratic strategist Nayela Amaru, and also Andrew Stein joins us, chairman of Democrats for Trump and the former president of the New York City Council. Welcome to you both. Nayela, first to you. What, if anything, do you think the administration is doing wrong in handling the coronavirus situation?
I think that the way that the Trump administration has handled the coronavirus, if anything, I think the worst thing has been to insinuate that it is the Democratic hoax, a tool to be used to play the game of politics as we're in this election season. Other than that, the administration has done what is necessary in terms of making sure that the public has the information that it needs. Although I do find it to be very unfortunate that this epidemic has been used as a political tool during campaign season.
Well, I agree with the second part of your statement. The first part, the hoax part, was President Trump saying that Democratic criticism of this is hoax-like. Andy Stein joins us. What do you think? Sometimes, no matter what the administration does, they can do no right with the left.
Well, I think the president, vice president, doing a great job. They're doing all they can, and I think it's really unseemly, these Democratic responses. It's politicizing something that is very serious, and they're trying to make it the president's fault. I think it's really disgraceful.
Well, we'll get back to coronavirus later in the show. Hopefully this thing goes away. I'm not nervous about it, but I'm not totally comfortable with it either. Amy Klobuchar and Pete Buttigieg are out of the race. I think the conventional wisdom is that this is going to help Biden, and this is an effort by the Democratic establishment to help Joe Biden. Nayela, you've got great sources in the Democratic Party. Of course, you are a member of it and an operative as well. What do you think?
I think that that's right. I think that because there were so many moderate candidates that were running, they were splintering the vote. And because they were splitting the vote, Senator Sanders has had great luck at the polls and at the caucuses, that the Democratic Party realized that it needed to make some decisions, and Pete Buttigieg and Amy Klobuchar dropped out yesterday and today. And there was no courtship period. Typically, when a candidate drops out, there's a time period where, folks make their phone calls and make the pitch in terms of, are you going to come and endorse us, or, what's your decision? But the endorsements were with rapid fire response, which is a clear indicator that this was a strategic decision based off of both campaigns in an effort to make sure that we have a front runner come the morning after Super Tuesday tomorrow. I
am sensing a great deal of confidence from the Republicans and conservative Democrats. They look at what's happening with the Democratic Party right now, the confusion, and now they're rallying around Biden. And Biden, quite frankly, does not look ready to take on Donald Trump. What's your confidence level right now? How do you feel about the coming months and November?
You hit the nail on the head in terms of, Trump is in a good position because the economy is strong. So I would say more so than decisions based on behalf of his administration, that it's a difficult campaign narrative to make the argument when you are in the midst of a very strong economy. With that said, I would also make the point that the Democrats need to coalesce around a front runner. And I think that's why tomorrow is so critical to not just this election cycle, but to also the future of the Democratic Party beyond 2020, because we have yet not had an opportunity to really heal and deal with the factions between the progressive and the centrist factions of the party. And that is coming full frontal in this election cycle. We have not yet resolved our issues amongst each other as a party from 2016, and it has gotten really ugly in this election cycle. And so I think that my confidence level is, again, acknowledging that it is a difficult campaign narrative in the midst of a strong economy. With that said, whatever the outcomes are from Super Tuesday going into the convention, the party needs to
Nayela, I got to get in with something else. I'm sorry. There's news of a dossier. It makes it sound so interesting. A dossier about Mike Bloomberg referring to women as dogs. A dossier like it's been uncovered in some other country in a Mission Impossible episode. But Joe Biden 2 weeks ago called a woman a dog to her face. I want to play this for you both.
You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest.
I can understand why Donald Trump, Andy Stein, wants to run against Joe Biden. You see it virtually every day. There's some sort of major gaffe. Yesterday on the Sunday shows, he forgot which host he was talking to. I mean, if he's the guy, I think Donald Trump is assured re-election. What's your thought?
Well, the president has a great record. He won in 16 without a record. Now he's got unbelievably low unemployment, 3.6, more Africans Americans working, more Hispanics working, more women working. He's got a great record to run on. So, Biden has a lot of issues. What went on with his son Hunter was sort of untoward and grubby. And Mike Bloomberg has a lot of these NDAs and all kinds of issues with women. But I think the main thing is the president has a fantastic record to run on, and he's going to win.
It certainly looks that way. But, hey, anything can happen in politics. Nayela Amaru, thank you so much, Democratic strategist. And Andy Stein, legendary New Yorker, president of the New York City Council and now running Democrats for Trump.
Thank you,
Thank you both.